Hey YouTube, what's up? How are you guys all doing? Welcome back. So, once upon a time, there once was three, people that went to Target. And yeah, three people ended up going to Target for the very first time. Well, not the very first time, but for a good few times when Target actually like was in Canada. And yeah, so one time it happened to three people when they were young or something around that. And cuz you know how like all the aisles in Target, but really it just goes around in a complete, and it feels like the old relics and remnants of like Zellers and all that. But yeah, it turns out that these three people would end up, it turns out these three siblings would end up getting lost in Target. And yeah, so these three siblings did get lost in Target, but they ended up finding their mom. And yes, that was a true story. So, and I know that was just very short, but so it was a average gloomy afternoon in a Target store where someone was doing a night shift. And well, actually maybe not a night shift, but really working, and they were working at that restaurant inside a Target that you would typically see inside a Target itself. And they ended up getting very creepy phone calls at 3 a.m. and or or actually no, late at night. And but yeah, the one Target store story is a true story, but the others are made up. So back to the second story. And it turns out also they were wanting to order pizza and all that, but it was like late at night. And but then Uber, came to pick it up and then deliver it to a flat or even a house. Yeah, a house. And then the person tipped the Uber driver. Then the Uber driver went back on to then do other deliveries. But a few days later, this Target employee, well, they were doing some shelf stocking, and no, that could be for the next story. Yeah, so story 3. So, yeah, one store employee of Target was actually going to stock some shelves, and after he ran out of some inventory to stock shelves, well, he went into the back room of, product. And yeah, after he went in there and then came back out, he noticed things were, well, very strange because time passed differently, or it seemed like time was passing differently. And it turns out he didn't realize he was in the back rooms, which, so he didn't realize he stumbled into the back rooms. And yeah, I know just throwing in the back rooms of it wouldn't really make sense, but and at the same time, this could just be, since the back rooms is going to be coming out on May 29th, and maybe this would be like either a set or something, I don't know. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Consider subscribing. These were some Target store stories, and one of them are a true story, and the two other Target stories are made up and not real. And yeah, the two other stories don't depict any real world events, or I know I say that a lot, but yeah, bye bye. Thanks so much for watching and consider subscribing. And now I do have to go.